Alright guys, welcome back to Songs of Conquest, where we have unexpectedly come into contact with the blue player in the lands to the west of our starting zone. The lands that were originally the red player's lands, but red doesn't seem to be around. We can see that the farmhouse and the stone deposit have been taken over, most likely by this Wielder just here, who is not coming up now. Nor the High Chief of Fae. We can see that he's got between 25 and 100 units, but we don't know what those are. Problem is, Cheekham Stormcaller is currently trapped, and we're just going to have to make do with whatever happens. So hopefully it's not going to be something too strong, but there's not really much we can do either way. We're going to send Rask, the first rider, off to the right, just to check if there's anything here, which it doesn't look like there is. Okay, so let's go back to the south. We've got a few more units we can move, a few more Wielders even. This one I think is a bit too weak, but we could send him to the northeast. We've also got this guy who's scouting. We're going to send him just to pick this up. And let's go for this too. And let's start coming back. Then we've got this guy. Okay, we've already looked at him, never mind. Okay, so this guy, we can go west and we can pick up all this stuff, or we can go straight to the south. And originally I did plan to go west, but I think I'm much more interested in what's actually in the center of the map. So we pick up that 2800 gold. Let's go back to this guy, and let's just upgrade all of these into sages. No, even that's too expensive. Okay, so unit upgrades, very expensive in this game. We're pretty much unable to do anything else, so let's just end the turn, and let's see what happens. So blue chooses not to attack us, which to me suggests he's probably not that strong. There could be someone stronger in the fog of war. Red is still in the game. And okay, so I might be wrong. I might have misread the situation. So red has come and possibly chased him out of his lands. This is Nemanda Breeze. He's got 26 to 50 Diodreaths, Pikeneers, Artificers, and Veteran Pikeneers, so he's not that strong. The fact that he's still alive suggests we might be okay. I'm actually going to push into his lands, but we have to be a bit careful because, of course, blue could be pretty strong too. So we've got the Tremors, probably our strongest stack. We've got these guys, what they called Ravagers. We want to pull them towards us because they have very few range units. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so first move is ours. Not really too much we can do here. I think we just move it all the way back and end the turn. Guy just stays blocking. Pull these back too. Although in fact, better off trying to protect the shamans, of course. Okay, so these guys come up first. They could be hit by us right now. If we were to go for ambush, I think that would make sense because the Diodreaths can actually reach our Ravagers. So yeah, we'll go for ambush instead. They choose to wait. I don't think that affects us too much. We're going to pull these guys down to the bottom. And we're going to go for the Dragon's Roar. Drops their defense. And then we can go for Explosive Fungi. I think that might make sense. Let's at least block the front of this, and let's block this too. And then this guy can't reach, so let's just pull right back to the corner. And that's a pretty good defensible location. Okay, so the Pikeneer's not too close. Diodreaths do make their move. They do get ambushed, and yeah, they've pretty much been killed off before they can attack us. That's perfect. I'm gonna skip the turn with these. These guys seem to be stuck in place. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm missing there, but they're stuck in place. So we just have to skip the turn. That's really weird. So we can kill these off. We could go for ambush instead, which would kick in, but these guys do move next, so it doesn't really make too much difference. We could go for this instead, but that doesn't really help us too much. I think we just go for this. Okay, so we kill those off. Okay, so the Diodreaths do get to move next, so perhaps we should attack them. Yeah, everyone's been slowed down. I'm not sure if he cast something. I'm not sure how to open up the log. Does this tell us? No. This guy can barely move either, but we're just going to move to here. And yeah, that's his turn up. So I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so these guys, I think, can reach us if they attack us with their spears, and no one else is in range. These hexes to the left are too high up, we can't actually climb them. So, just got to end the turn there. That's a bit of a disappointing turn. Okay, these guys get to move next. Let's end the turn there. Then let's go for explosive fungi. Let's try and protect these as much as possible. Let's go for this. Then I'm pretty tempted to go down just to try and distract the Dreiths. We do get a few turns first though. So let's get out of range of these. Then we can wait till these get in our deadly range. But I think we're probably fine either way. I think we just go for this because these are the biggest threat to us. Okay, so we can attack these, but we would have to walk straight through the explosive fungi, so let's not do that. They're in our deadly range to actually finish them off. And nothing else is currently in range. I'm going to go for an earth block. And force these guys through. And let's weaken these. Okay, so he casts Quicken. They do go forward, they kill our stack of 2, which I think is honestly fine. These guys have Spear Wall, which means they will attack us as we go into range. We do have a few range units coming up, so I think we send these up to kill these off. And we finish this off with our Ithra. So we take a couple of losses, but that really wasn't too bad. Okay, Spoils of War, there's a lot. So, Glimmer Gloves for spell damage resistance, Mechanical Bird for extra initiative, +1 Glimmerweave from the Spinning Wheel, Poleaxe for 15 offense, and +3 movement. Sassanid Velvet Gloves. Sassanid Velvet Shoes. Very good. Really good artifact there. And we reach level 8. So, Speed of Winds for +1 troop movement, or Essence Shield for range resistance until we're attacked. They're both really tempting, but I feel like because we get extra damage from our Ravages, from moving more, that synergizes really well, so we'll go for that. I would like to take this, but what's faster? I don't quite know how movement penalties work in this game. We're going to go to the sign, and we're going to start going north. We do seem to have a lot of movement points, to the point where we can reach their town. Let's resist the urge to raise. Okay, so this is actually pretty weakly defended. So there's Musketeers, Pikeneers, Artificers, and Dire-Dreiths. So it's pretty balanced. We should split a stack. Just gonna split these again. And yeah, let's go straight for this attack. This is a really big prize. Okay, so let's mix these up a bit more. Okay, so our range units are all protected by melee units, that should be fine. Okay, so the Musketeers do start off on the top of that elevated hex, which is not too surprising, but have to be a bit careful of that. Okay, so we can't reach them. If we were to step onto this, we can go for an attack, let's just do it. Then let's block this up. Not sure the best way to do this. Let's just try this. And let's go for Dragon Roar. Weaken these. Okay, these would have to get quite a lot closer, but I think it's still worth doing. Okay, so they're trying really hard to avoid walking through that stuff, but the Dreiths just go for it, and they get very badly damaged. So these will attack us before we attack them, but that's fine. Still take a loss, just one of those kills us off. Let's go for Explosive Fungi again. And let's be as protective as we can. Okay, so our deadly range is extremely good, but weakening these would be good too. However, as they are still reloading, I think ambush makes more sense. Then let's bring these slightly forward. Put them in a defensive position, and go for the Dragon's Roar. Then we can weaken these a lot. Then we have Psychic Spear to weaken them some more. And we also have Earth Block. Probably didn't need to go for the Earth Block, but never mind. So these guys are free to attack who they choose. I think we go for these because these are a big scary stack, and they do get to move next. They don't quite reach us, which is great. I'm not strong enough to kill those. Okay, so our one stack is in deadly range of these. Don't think we move these any closer. I think we just go to here. Then we end the turn. Okay, so these guys move after our sages and our shamans. I'm tempted to go for these because, yeah, these guys are in deadly range of both our other range stacks. So we go for these, we finish them off. These guys are now able to attack. I think we just go for a bit of a block. Then we go Dragon's Roar. Then we go for that, and we finish them off, and we've taken pretty much no losses. Just the one loss to the Hunter, I think. So that's a really big prize, and I think I might actually occupy. Because it's going to take a while to convert this, and our gold income has kind of gone downhill a bit. So yeah, I think we occupy. We reach level 9. So scouting is actually quite tempting. I do want the view radius. I wouldn't normally go for something like scouting, but I think because we are approaching the endgame, kind of does make sense. Okay, so there is no sign of anyone else nearby. What happens if we try to interact? Nothing. Okay. So we're occupying the town either way, there's no real point going in to defend, I think. We can't actually see anyone coming to attack us. There are some things we can claim to the south. But I think the main thing we want to do... Oh, there is someone right there. Musketeers. I didn't spot them at all. Yeah, it is kind of hard to read this game sometimes, to be honest. Alright, so that's Alia Ardashir with a couple of musketeers. Easy win. Let's hope for no losses. There we go. So she's gone. Red does survive. So we do want to hang around just to defend this, but also do want to go north because we should try and get another town. Okay, so we'll go for this next turn. We'll be pretty nearby if someone does come to reclaim it. The next thing to think about is Pachar, the Hermit. So Pachar is pretty close to Blue, who is almost certainly about to attack this town. So we could move up to try and defend. We do have some units, and these stacks are not bad, but I'm not sure they're enough. We need to be careful. Let's move our scouts first. So let's start off with Rask. Rask just goes straight to the south. And let's go Ichamo. So Ichamo has a few extra units. I think Ichamo is better off just going back though, restocking. Then we go to this guy. This guy is just going to go straight to the south, I think. And the one I'm most interested in is this guy right here. I want to see what's in the middle of the map. Okay, so there's some Celestial Ore. Fallen Beacon of Power. Out of movement before we can reach it. Okay. So, we need to decide, do we go west and try and take this guy on? I feel like I'll risk it. We'll go close. Okay. Unfortunate time to run out of movement points, but never mind. We're pretty close. I don't think he can take the town and attack us in the same round. It's possible he can, but we're going to take that risk. Then we're going to move this guy up to the north. We're going to go really aggressive. I think we can. So let's pick up as many units as we can. So we really need to get this guy's command up. It's not good. And we also need a lot of extra shamans. I was hoping we had a few more shamans. The good news is we can upgrade them. We do still have 11,000 left to spend. But yeah, we need to get this guy's command skill up as soon as possible. So we recruit these. We upgrade those, and we need a bit more gold. That might be doable. Okay, nothing's jumping out at me. So I could go back to the exchange, but probably a bit overkill. I think we just upgrade as many as we can. Okay, so 2 stacks of 30, 1 stack of 10. We're overwhelmingly ranged, but that is our specialty. So we're going to see how it goes. We can actually pillage this. Oh, it's already been pillaged. Okay, fine. Let's try going west. We could also go for the gold mine, which would be pretty good. But I'm feeling brave. I want to see what's up there. Okay, so T'Chira still has to stay in place, I think. I did want to build this guy up, but it's proving to be difficult. So we have the Dragon Pyramid, which we can afford to invest in a few different things. And we should have also finished the birthing pools, which to me looked more appealing. So we have to choose between these things. So we have a very good amount of Celestial Ore, but not much income. We don't have much Ancient Amber. And it really was my ambition for this playthrough that we would end up with dragons. Maybe even Elder Dragons, but I don't know what to say. This is one of the largest maps in the game, and doesn't feel like we're that close. So maybe I'm just playing too aggressive, I'm not really sure. There are quite a few interesting options here. This is pretty cheap. Let's go for that. That's our first research done. Next tier is twice as expensive, so we won't go for that. These seem pretty good to me. We also do want to increase our maximum unit sizes. So Dragon Crush, super good late game perhaps, but we're way off. I think increasing the number of shamans and sages we can have is good, but we're kind of good as we are for now. So I think I will actually go for this. +1 creation essence for all of our wielders. And I think we can afford this too. Okay, so that's a lot of spending done. We do have a lot of stone and wood, but we're going to save that for town upgrades, just in case. I'm sure there is more we can upgrade. So we can afford to upgrade this, for example. It's pretty cheap to do, but I think it is just about to be attacked. If we go for this, we just need a bit of extra gold, so we can upgrade our camp to its final tier in the next round. Okay, let's see how that goes. So even if Blue is very strong and he does take the town, even if he is very strong, he considers himself to be weaker. Weaker than Cheekham. And yeah, Blue is all over Red. So I don't think Red stands much of a chance. No sign of Red movement whatsoever. Okay, so what do they have? 25 to 100 with Raven Fair. And there's someone just to the north too. Let's go for the experience. It does take us to level 10. Okay, so command is always good, but I think march is working well. We have really good movement. I do want to pick someone else up, but we don't have the option. I think we try this. If we need to run away, we can. So it's being converted. Get a bit closer. Easy. Few horned ones, many shields of order, and several archers. Let's go for it. I'm glad we were brave. Yeah, so shields of order could be kind of a problem, but this particular wielder is quite strong in terms of melee units. Shields of order mostly good against range units. Okay, so they have a good defensive position, but I think we're superior from range. We need to go a little bit further, actually. So these guys have bonus range from the high ground, but no special abilities. Okay, so we can go for this attack. I think we do. I think that does make sense. And if we go for this, 3 to 5 kills. So we have 25 health each, these guys have 25 each too. They've got 60 offense, 30 defense. We've got 60 and 41. Our damage is 6 to 9. Their damage is 4 to 7. So in theory, we're stronger. Shaylin, I don't think can get close enough. So next round, these guys move first. They can reach the horned ones. I'm gonna risk going forward without attacking, and we're gonna try and bring these as far forward as we can. We're gonna drop the initiative of this stack. Then we go slightly further forward, and we're gonna go for charge essence. Does give us 2 extra essence. These guys do move first, so we can go through this and we can attack that way. That seems like the best option. We'll go for this. Don't quite kill them off. They get to move next. Okay, so they do some damage to us, but we can now go for this. Then these guys could go for the attack, but I think we can't afford to both Earth Block and Explosive Fungi, so let's go for Explosive Fungi. I'm not sure this helps us that much, but I'm gonna go aggressive against the archers. We can attack this, I guess we might as well. Okay, so they take some damage. There is the Wielder, he casts a spell. They've done quite a lot of damage there. They went for Fury. So Fury, not really sure exactly what that does. Unleash their rage, that's not very helpful. Okay, so target troops get pushed back 3 hexagons. No, I don't think we care much about that. Let's go for Psychic Spear before these guys move. Then let's go forward. And again, let's charge Essence. So they move back, they do some more damage. I think for these guys, we just want to defend. So they take some more damage. Need to move closer. So this is still out of their range. We go for this, we poison them. This is a slightly elevated hex, as is this. Do we have Quicken? Don't think we do. No. Okay. Perhaps Ethereal Scales would have been good to go for earlier. But yeah, not much we can do with this. I think we just go for this attack, perhaps. These guys can't reach. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. So we intimidate them, we kill them off. We're gonna go slightly closer. So what spells can we do? So we got a new one, which is Entangle. Stops them from moving for a round. Tempted by Destroy Essence instead, though. We have access to some pretty good spells, but not quite the right ones. We can go for Insect Swarm twice. So we've really slowed them down. Then we do some more damage. Then we charge Essence again. They move right back. I think we did take a loss. Just gonna keep Insect Swarming them. That's fine with me. Okay, let's destroy Essence. Got this guy going for casts. Okay, so what just happened? He cast Fury, but he wasn't strong enough to actually get a kill. Okay, so let's go for Insect Swarm once again. We got a lot of creation production. Then we kill them off. So it wasn't completely comfortable, but this particular Wielder does not have to take any more fights after this. And hopefully this town is now safe. I think going for a spawning pool does make sense. Okay, so Gloves of the Wild Hunt for defense, offense, and view radius. Not very strong, but not too bad. Okay, so creation magic. We're really good for creation, but I think command for now has to be the priority. Alright, so spawning pool. I do find that really expensive, but we need to be ready to reinforce from this town, I think. We don't know what blue has. Let's just play it safe. And let's go loot this. Okay, already been pillaged. Okay, so back to Cheekham. Do we feel brave? We can switch the siege mode on this, but I think we are benefiting a lot from the gold. Okay, so is anyone nearby? We could try and chain some more units across. First, let's see what the options are. So in terms of new stacks, are there any that stand out? So we could get a full stack of hunters. Or we could easily go for a full stack of tremors. Or a full stack of storm guards. Lots of good choices. I feel like storm guards impress me more than tremors. I'm gonna go for those. And I think there were some more. Yeah. So, full stack of storm guards. We go west. We pass these across. We swap for the shamans. Okay, so Sla-Kin is now extremely strong. We're gonna go straight west. There's a very easy fight, they do just run off. Then let's go for the XP. Then they're gonna be in the corner. So let's go west instead of north. This looks to be their town. Okay. So we've got two pretty strong wielders. I feel like one of them is probably gonna lose, and one is probably gonna win, but I'm not sure which way around. I'm gonna play careful. Okay, so I go for this. We can see up there is Ethil Ernaline, who has very few units, but we need to be around to defend this. I'm gonna claim this. Then I'm gonna go back. Okay, so not enough movement points to get back, but we should be able to reclaim that if we need to. Okay, so we have just enough gold to upgrade this to the final tier, which does of course increase our income. Then we have this guy who's going to move back towards this, I think, although we could claim some stuff. We do have some units, which I wouldn't want to lose. Yeah, let's go west. Okay, so we're going to claim this. Fallen Beacon of Power. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but it does reveal a bit more of the map, and nothing special. Let's just keep picking up resources. Okay. I think we stay put. So the question is, should we do some more research? So, birthing pools. Yeah, this one is kind of expensive. So we don't want to spend Ancient Amber on extra Destruction Essence. I think if anything we go for troop upgrades next. Although, having just got more Rana, maybe Tough Flesh would be good. Yeah, we want to save our Amber, so I think Tough Flesh is the next one to go for. Alright, so we know about that, we've solved that problem. I think we can just end the turn there. Red is still alive. Blue is going to come and claim this. That's really annoying, but clearly they don't feel confident about attacking us. Over to the north, we can see signs of movement. So, a clash is coming. Here we go. So this is Elisa Hammond. That's such a weirdly normal name. I feel like I could meet an Elisa Hammond in the office. Anyway, several footmen, many shields of order, a few sappers, and an assembly of minstrels. So that is not going to be a problem. Let me just push straight through this. Okay, so she does have range units, but not very many. We're good just to stay back. we will take advantage of the high ground. Let's try this. Yeah, so it's just the one sapper, so we're completely fine. Just gonna go for the defend. Then our range is good enough to go straight for them. Deadly range is pretty good, but there's no point going for ambush just yet. I think we just go for these. Okay, so they go for quicken on those, so they're going to get pretty close to us. They can actually reach us. At least a couple of our stacks. Let's try and weaken these first. Okay, so yeah, they can shoot us, but they do almost no damage, and they can't shoot for 2 more rounds. Alright, so these guys are going to rush forward. We can't be sure exactly which way they'll go. So I think we just go for some defensive fungi. Then pull back. Then this guy is in range, but I think we pull back. And we go for more explosive fungi. Okay, so this time around we go for ambush, which should catch out the Shields of Order. They do come forward, we do ambush them, they do go for that, and they do attack us, we survive. We're pretty close to taking a loss. These guys can reach us, but again, no kill. Okay, so poison will kill those next. We can kill these off in one shot. And it looks like we're fine. So they go for Invigorate, what does that do? Wish there was an easy way to find out. Still learning the exact effects. Okay, so poison should kill these off. But we can't really do much else, should just attack them anyway. Okay, so that was a level 4 Wielder. So, not completely weak, but not strong at all. They're gonna have at least one really good Wielder. And possibly multiple. No losses, and does take us to level 14. Crafty Spiders, +1 Glimmerweave. I'm weirdly tempted by that, but I think, like I said, we do need more command. So we found their base, and there's not much to defend it. Several minstrels, many Fey spirits, many archers, a few Fey queens, but I'm guessing it won't be 5. Pretty sure we'll be fine. Let's try this. Okay, it's actually 5 Fey Queens, but in their current position they can't reach us. Knights of Order can. Here they go. They get 9 kills against us. These can reach us too. Okay, so we take some pretty heavy losses there actually. That was probably a waste of time. Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage to us. Stronger than I thought. Okay, so we can kill these off in one shot. Let's just do it. Gonna go for these again. Yeah, not the best start to this fight. Maybe drop the initiative on these. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, so we move them right back. Okay, these come forward. We finish these off. Then Ethra move next. Move up to this. Let's weaken these as fast as we can. Okay, so Rupture does 65 points of damage, that's definitely tempting. They're clearly the scariest stack, let's just do it. Weaken them as fast as we can. Okay, so poison should take them down to 2. Guards can kill these off. Yeah, so we've kind of lost 2 stacks effectively. Okay, go for these next. should have dropped their initiative first. Do take a couple of losses, we probably could have avoided those. Okay, so the good news is we've taken all 4 of the biggest towns on the map. The bad news is we took some pretty heavy losses there, and we've not come across Blue's strongest wielder. So I feel that's slightly ominous. I think we convert this, because we need to get our units back at some point. Their strongest wielders might be to the south. Let's go back to Cheekham. So Ravenfair there is an easy target. Let's go for her first. Minstrels, Rangers, and Archers. Yeah, quite a few archers, so let's just rush straight forward, I think. Do want to avoid the minstrels. Oh, we can actually reach them. I think we'll go for this. Then we'll kill these off. Made the Ethra's turn kind of a waste, but never mind. Then we go forward with these. Go for Dragon's Roar. And let's see if we can shoot these things. Kind of doubt it. Okay, so we can shoot them, we can do a lot of damage. Go for these 2. Okay, so they avoid the fungi, they just go for the 1 stack, which is completely fine. So, their initiative is pretty bad across the board. They do of course have their wielder, but doesn't look like she has great spells. Gonna skip this turn. Need to be careful not to get tricked by my own trap. Okay, Ravagers kill these off. Then we go for this, and that finishes her off. So that was much more like it, very few losses that time round. But yeah, those fake queens on high elevation, actually pretty scary. Even with no wielder. And they must have more. Okay, now we go for this. We just take it back straight away, there's nothing in there. I still kind of think we occupy, although conversion for 4 rounds is not that bad. But yeah, we're going to occupy just so we have the freedom to hunt down their wielders. I'm going to go north. Oh, there is an ancient amber excavation. I'm wanting to find one of those for ages. We also have access to this. Let's go for it. We want more guards for sure. Going to go to the Guardian Monument. Okay, back to Rask, the first rider. Let's go to the west. Pick all this stuff up. Turban Helmet, pretty basic. We'll just skip that. The artifact we did get was the Kite Shield for +9 defense. That's better than what we have. Okay, go for the gold. Okay, so we're now up to 14 Ancient Amber. If we did want to go for dragons, we need 30. So we're still way off. I think what we will do is we'll construct many exchanges as we can. So we don't have many options for that, but we do have one just here. Go for another exchange. So each exchange we go for should improve the rates we're offered. Are we strong enough for this? That's an easy fight. I'm just going to go for quick battle. Really want to just push straight through this. Okay, let's go for command. And let's pick up as much amber as we can. Okay, I think that was worth doing because there's no real threat in that area. Okay, so do we go to the northeast or do we go west? I think I will actually go northeast. Because I want to know what's in the corners. So, next thing to go for, I think we just go for some Estra perhaps. Although we could upgrade some of our buildings. So if we were to upgrade this, it costs 5 Glimmerweave, which is pretty cheap. Let's just do that. Then let's go for Riders of the Swamp. So we still need a bit more gold. Can we find some more? Probably not this round. Go to this. Let's go for command. Take the lumber camp. So this guy's very much at risk, but we're going to keep scouting. Okay, so we've got more ancient amber, dead commander, more gold. So we do have access to more gold. Get this too. Okay. Now let's go back to this guy. Check this again. So we can now afford to upgrade all 11 of them to Riders of the Swamp, which do have the weight ability. Then we can go up to this, get a bit of extra movement, push north. Horned ones and knights. Better off doing this ourselves, I think. Okay, so knights at the top. Gonna have a hard time keeping this stack alive. Yeah, because if we want to put our shamans on the top, only way we can keep the... Gonna be hard to keep safe. I feel like this works. So we go defend. These guys come forward, but they can't reach us. These guys wait. So my original plan was I was going to send the sages forward. I'm not so sure that's wise. Just going to attack instead. Okay, these guys are free to move. I think we just go to this. Then we go for explosive fungi. Then we psychic spear. And let's wait there. Okay, so we're going to move these back. We do have more explosive fungi, that's exactly what I hoped for. Not the best places. Let's try that. So they're now berserking. We go for weight. Okay, so they're killed off by that, which is perfect. It means we get plenty of time to damage these. They do have the high ground attack, and they are berserking, so they do quite a bit of damage to the guards. But we can now go for this. And kill these off in one shot. And these guys are going to stay in place. Go for the earth block there. Probably didn't need to do that, but never mind. Okay, so these guys move next. Psychic spear these. I probably could have saved that guard, but never mind. Okay, so we kill these off. Just trap these in. Okay, so the poison should kill those off. Did think we'd get more use out of the Riders of the Swamp, but never mind. Okay, let's see what's in the corner. Okay, 4 guards lost, that's really not too bad. Essence Leech. When an enemy troop dies, gain their final charge of essence. That sounds pretty good. I want to try that. Okay, so we go straight to the north. There are some artifacts to pick up. There are lots of resources. That's probably a good thing to do. We could try it here too. But this guy needs to strengthen. Let's end the turn there. I could have gone for the exchange in our main base, actually. But never mind. Signs of movement from blue. It looks like they came right up against the town. Red is still alive. doesn't take the town back, I don't think. No, it does. Okay, my bad. Alright, so once again, Cheekham needs to come back and reclaim that, this time from red. At least go to this. +3 defense, permanent. Okay, so this is... Let's have a look. Xavier Silk Spool. Pretty weak, but it's a mix of range units and normal units. Okay, so we want to kill off the musketeers as soon as we can. Estra do get to move first. Okay, so we're safely out of range. Damage these as fast as possible. These guys can't reach us. So this map is a bit too open for explosive fungi. And we're a bit too weak to go for this attack. So I'm going to pull back. Okay, so they're now going to get all their moves. So we can try and stop them from generating essence. Perhaps more useful... So I need to make sure these two aren't close together for the next round because the artificers are going to go for that double attack. So I think we want to... Dropping initiative doesn't help us too much. I think we might just save our essence. There's a bit we could do, but... Yeah, no safe place to trap them with the explosive fungi, let's just end the turn. Okay, so they go for the shot. So I don't think they can reach us, so they have sped these up, I think, so they do go for us, they do finish us off, that's kind of annoying. Okay. So, in this case, I think we go for melee resistance on this. That should keep us safe from the retaliation. But the Dreets are pretty slow. I don't want to go through the zone of control. These guys, of course, get stronger for each step, so if we just do this... We should be a lot stronger. Yeah, 3 to 4 kills. They can't do much back to us. Go for a deadly strike on these. And let's kill these off before they move. There we go. So they can't do anything this round, we skip the turn with this, and we finish them off. So we are being whittled down, that's the problem. Need to get some more units back. But the good news is, red should be pretty close to being finished off. Do level up too. So creation magic, I think we go for that. There are a few Pikers in there. Let's just do quick battle. Shouldn't be any losses. There we go. So I'm now really tempted to convert this. However, we can see another red wielder. Let's go finish them off. Musketeers, again, this should be easy. This was once their main. So we've clearly weakened them a lot. So they're going to have a hard time recovering. Change siege mode. Let's go for conversion. Want to have the freedom to recruit units from there. Okay, Farseer's vessel reveals more of the center of the map, and still doesn't look like anything special to me. Okay. So back to Pachar the Hermit. Some gold. Farmhouse. More gold. And we've got a camp for some more units. Okay, so no sign of any town. Something fiery to the north. Go for this next. We'll take the wood, the ore, the extra movement points. There is indeed a town. Let's claim this. And let's go straight for Fungus Farm. Another farmhouse. Okay, so we picked up some gloves. These gloves give us... It's this one again. Gloves of the Wild Hunt. This one, view radius. Okay, I think that was worth going for. So let's go back to our original town. Let's pick up some actual units. So we could do with some more tremors. Upgrade these first. So we can afford to go for... I think a stack of 5 Ethra would be good. These would be good too. Problem is they cost the Glimmerweave, which I'm not sure is that worthwhile. I'm going to go into town defense, and I'm going to actually put the... No, we'll keep the Chalin for the essence, we'll put the tremors away. Then we go back. We're going to hire all of this stuff, we're going to upgrade it. We're going to hire as much as we can. That should be enough. Then let's go for the exchange. We'll go to this on our way just to get a bit stronger. And we should be able to take that next round. Okay, so spawning pools have been completed over here. We'll wait till the exchange is done in a couple more places. This guy hasn't been attacked. We did see the blue Wielder. An assembly of sappers, many archers, and a few fey queens. That's a bit stronger, but not strong enough to actually take the town. Let's just go explore. 3 resources. There's a gold mine up there we can claim too. Okay, so there's a beast corral, there's a secluded monastery. So we got guard 1. Let's go for command next. Let's go to the old camp, let's go for some more units. Okay, so we've made it almost back to our town. So we could open up the way. However, let's check back on this. So to upgrade this, we are about to get there in Glimmerweave, we're about to get there in Ancient Amber. So yeah, next round we finally unlock dragons. We might be too late to benefit from them, but let's see how it goes. Gonna end the turn there. So blue does not attack us, but of course they do have the option of going to attack our other towns instead. And that's a big risk. Red, still in the game. Not confident enough to come near. 2 exchanges were completed. Okay, let's go straight for this. Upgrade the Smouldering Cave, we are now producing dragons. Are we still producing Ethra? Surely we are. But it kind of suggests we're not. Just says dragons. Is that how it works? If that's how it works, I did not know that. That's interesting. I want to find out more about that. Let's go over to... Let's go to this town. Yeah, right now I don't know of a better way to actually access the building browser. Okay, it's true. That somehow didn't occur to me, so you actually stop producing Ethra once you go for the upgrade. It's kind of fair in a way, because dragons are of course a lot better than Ethra, but... bit of a shame really. It actually kind of reminds me of the game Dungeon Keeper, with Demon Spawn. First few levels of the game you get lots of Demon Spawn, and as you progress through the game, Demon Spawn stop appearing, and they're replaced by dragons. Kind of similar to this, but in this case I don't think the Ethra are small dragons, or are they? Or do Ethra become dragons? That's probably answered in the Rana campaign, but we're not playing that right now, I've not played that before. So I don't know. I'm going to bring this guy back to the north because it looks like we need some defenders. Okay. So let's go for... strong incentive to go for guards. So this is Spring Cloud. This is our original town. So if we go to the Mud Hut, we need 10 Glimmerweave to upgrade this. So upgraded guards, not really an option right now. What we could do is we could sell some resources at the exchanges. We do need to be quick about this, we can't wait for everything to finish constructing. So let's open this up. Rates should have improved. So we can sell 5 of these for 350, I'm not sure that's even worth it really. No, I don't think we go for it. We are going to go back to Rask. And we're just going to pick up as much as we can. So we can get more of these. Okay, 20 guards. Not many options in terms of range units. Kind of bought all of those. But we know that the guy who's coming, his strongest units are Fey Queens. We can go for some more Ethra. Then we got Riders of the Swamp, which are not too useful to us. We might be fine. We can just get a few more of these. That'll have to do. So they're not going to have a great time attacking this, if they do decide to attack it. I'm going to try and get into the town if I can. Okay, this is actually a medium threat to us. What I might do, if we go back to the birthing pools, we need Glimmerweave for this, and we need Celestial Ore for this. Let's just spend the Celestial Ore, make ourselves as good at spellcasting as possible, and hopefully we can turn around. Hopefully we can turn the medium threat into something a bit less scary. Yeah, that is actually pretty scary. Let's pull back. Let's go defensive. Get right into the corner. Okay, so the knights come forward. So these guys do resist our range damage, which is going to be a problem for us. We're going to pull the shamans back. Then let's at least poison these. Let's take one step back. We're going to go for Charge Essence, but first, try and protect ourselves as much as we can. So we can push these back 3 steps. Does that save us? So these things have 5 movements, so if we push them back 3 steps, that's 1, 2, 3, so they'll have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should actually be safe. There we go. Then we charge Essence. Then we can go for more explosive fungi. Then we could Psychic Spear, but I think we try and save up for now. Let's go for Ambush once again. They're going to come forward. Okay, Chalen just about take the hit. These guys come forward too, they can't reach us. Okay, Chalen just about hanging on. They should survive just to the point where we can use them to charge more essence. Kill these off. Okay, so Entangle is going to hold one of them in place for 1 round. I think we should go for that. Let's hold these back. Let's charge Essence. Then we can go for Rupture. Or more Explosive Fungi. I think Explosive Fungi is still more useful. Then we push these back. Kill these off. And these guys get into... They can get into deadly range, so I'm going to go for Ambush. Okay, so we ambush those. These guys come forward too. They kill off our Chalen. Chalen did help us a lot there. Pretty pleased with them. These guys are weaker to ranged attacks, so we're going to go for them. We're going to go for... I think Earth Block. Then let's Rupture these. Kill these off. So these guys will ambush the knights. Kills those off. Explosive Fungi actually gets destroyed before the ambush kicks in, but it's fine. Okay, so we should have got access to a lot more resources. Those losses are fine, of course. So let's go for command. Go for this next. Let's take the town. So we can't afford the fungus farm right now, that's fine. Let's go for some more XP. No, okay, we need to spend gold on that, forgot that. Wielders that can still move, there's this guy, he's going to go to the camp. Let's just take the gold. I'm not going to go for this attack. Going to keep picking up resources. And this Wielder's next. No sign of any threat. Go for the Amber. Okay, so if we did go all out for Elder Dragons, we would need... same thing again. 20 Glimmerweave and 30 Ancient Amber. So we're not really too close to that. Let's go for an exchange here. Then in this town, let's do the same. And we can't afford to, but we can just go for another exchange that already exists. Okay, so let's sell off some of this. Then let's go back. Set this up. Okay, let's see how that goes for now. So this guy can still move. We can see that blue is right there. I imagine... no, they're pretty weak by the looks of it. Yeah, several ranges, a few Fey Queens, that could be a bit of a threat. Let's just split these. So yeah, you can actually hover over these just to confirm. Keep forgetting this. You can hover over, and you can just press 1. That does create 1 stacks, much faster. Okay, I'm gonna take this first. Then I'm gonna go for this. Okay, so there is a good chance we give them a lot of momentum, which could be bad, but... let's see how it goes. Until that happens, we are going to generate a lot of essence. Okay, they're actually all ranged, so this does not help us much at all. Just gonna have to go straight forward. What did they just do? They did something to each of our units. I'm not sure what that was, but okay. So our spell options are really not too good. We have to go forward, even with these. Okay, so they get slowed down. Given the momentum. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's supposed to be easy. So this lasts for 1 round. We just need to get forward. Can't go for charge essence. Okay, so these go forward next. We can hold them in place, but there's not much point. So spell options, yeah, none of this stuff really helps us too much. I mean, Mist could be good. No one can reach them. We need to try and save up. So, what are we producing? We're producing Arcana, Destruction, and Creation. So, Order's not going to help us, Chaos won't help us. Arcana and Destruction, we can go for Rupture. Pretty close to that. Can't go for Rapid Fire. Creation and Destruction, 50 damage in a horizontal line of 3 hexagons. Doesn't really help us either. We go purely for Destruction. There's Ice Bolt, there's Fireball. We've got Acid Cloud coming up too. And Pure Arcana. Arcane Storm. So if we can hang on, we could use our spells. Yeah, we have to get forward. It will kill us off. Okay. These guys next. Still can't reach. Okay, we do get next move. We are able to shoot. Just go for these. Okay, so Acid Cloud... can't get both of these stacks at once. Other options... nothing too great. Destroy Essence is tempting. I mean, Acid Cloud could be good. If we hang on to our Creation, Breath of the Phoenix seems to be the best thing we can go for. So Creation doesn't really help us that much. I guess we go for Acid Cloud. I mean, 20 damage is just not that much. Insect Swarm might be better. I'm gonna keep hanging on for now. So these guys pull back. So we can Acid Cloud these two. I think that does make sense. Then we can Rupture these. Those things are tough. Yeah, I don't know how we win this. Still gets stronger. So these guys are just way too slow. If we could get to them faster, it might have been fine. We can go for this attack against these. Ethereal Scales doesn't help us. Just go for this. So they're going to keep moving away. We're going to focus down the Sages. Sages, to be fair, pretty tanky. But yeah, we need something like Quicken. Either that or we just start charging Essence. But we're slowly pushing them to the corner. I think we just keep moving up. So these guys move, we can get another kill. They're down to 2. Keeps going for Fury, does attack these. Doesn't do too much damage just yet, goes for Acid Cloud or something. Yeah, Acid Cloud on this. Okay, Chalen taking the hits extremely well. No great spells available. So I think Mist could be really good, but we need 14 really to protect ourselves in both stacks. So I think not really the best use. Not really the best use of our spell points. Go for these next. We kill them off. Okay, so we will win this. I was beginning to get a bit worried. So I like the idea of trying to save up destruction, but we're not actually producing destruction at this point. So we got tons of Arcana and tons of Creation, which really just gives us Entangle. Which would be good, but it's not that useful to us. Let's go for Insect Swarm. Let's get as close as we can. Okay, we lose a Chalen, but we can now kill them off. Okay, so I was beginning to get scared, but the Chalen so tanky that they're actually fine. And it's okay to take heavy losses there. Key thing is just to win the fight. As long as no more Wielders appear, there's still plenty to be claimed. Spoils of War, the Golden Goose for 250 gold. That's nowhere near as good as it is in Heroes 3, but never mind. Woodcutter. This is a Scout, so I'm willing to go for that. Actually level up twice. Go for Arcana next. Take the Celestial Ore. And I'm not sure what that is. But I feel like going west is dangerous. No way through except to take on the alien troops. Maybe we do go west. Although there is stuff to the east we can claim. Okay, back to this guy next. Let's go for this. So, Rod of the Roots, I'm guessing that produces wood. No, +5 initiative and spell damage, power, and resistance. Okay. Well, there's Lecton. More gold. Get some hunters. Okay, we're just going to pick up as much as we can. That's everyone moved. So let's go for an exchange next. Not sure when the exchanges cap out. Still a long way off going for the next Dragon Cave. But yeah, that seems fine for now. I might be forgetting something, but as far as I'm aware, there's no way to watch the opponent's turn back, like there is in Heroes 3. And that is going to be a problem for me. There were signs of movement. Okay, exchange has been completed. There weren't many signs of movement. Okay, so blue has appeared. Let's see how this goes. Medium threat level. Okay, they're right on top of our spawning pool, which is really bad. I think we just go into the town. Just so we can defend. So we can draft some more troops for the defense, I think. So let's put these in the town. I think this is how this works. Just to be safe, we're going to put our weakest units in the defense. Okay, so more exchanges are done, so we could do some more trading. Let's see how this is now. So this is now worth... Stone is now worth 80 gold each, was previously 70. I think we want to go for more research. So we can afford to spend Celestial Ore, that's completely fine. So +1 hit points to Rana troops does cost us the Ancient Amber, which I'm less keen on. So +10 defense to guards and protectors. Everything costs Amber. This is such an Amber heavy faction. Some Glimmerweave stuff there. Okay, let's go back to Birthing Pools. So 20 Celestial Ore for +3 to our Arcana Essence. Currently got +2. We can up our income. Harvested Glimmerweave is pretty cheap. We'll go for that. Outside of that, I think there's no rush for now. The Marsh provides... It's expensive, but I think it's really good. We don't need the Celestial Ore for much else. Maybe some building upgrades, but I think that's fine. We have 2 Ancient Amber. And let's go to this. So I was hoping for something more useful that's passive. Like an Eye for Ancient Amber, for example, but never mind. Okay, so back to this guy, let's go for the gold mine. Still no sign of Wielders that I can see. Yeah, seems pretty quiet. Okay, this guy next. Fate Offering Tree, what does this ask of us? 1,000 gold. Blessings of the Forest. Sure, okay. Oh, okay, so it's just a stat boost. That wasn't really worth it. Oh well. So we got the Open-Faced Bastinet, is that? Not seen that word before. We've got the Gold Mine, which is free. Completely unguarded. Okay, let's get into the town. Oh, can we not get into the town? I'm fine with Wielder. Oh, there we go. Okay. Fine. That works. So Ichamo is the last one to move. There's some Ancient Amber we can pick up. Go to the Cozy Tavern. Some more Glimmerweave. Let's actually go for gold. Okay. So most of our wielders are busy. This town needs 2 more turns. And this town, 2 more turns as well. So we're still a bit passive for now. But hopefully we can hold blue off. They do come to attack us. So Sappers, Archers, Fey Queens. All range units. Let's see what we can do. We do of course have the extra Arcana generation. Should make even our weak wielders a bit stronger. These guys come forward. Safe to go slightly forward. Sappers do attack us. Weaken these. Clouded Vision. Okay, so I think that means we can't attack from range. So I think the conclusion I'm coming to is I'm not actually a massive fan of Rana's 3 different types of essence that they favour. Because they don't lead to much. Like, Rapid Fire seems a lot better than Breath of the Phoenix, which is very good, but kind of situational. Same with Entangle. Very good, but not so good against range units. Yeah, not quite convinced by that, but we will have more playthroughs coming up, and I think we're going to try Barrier next, who have a bit of a different set of essence available to them, which kind of changes how they play. Let's go forward. Yeah, like the Fungi doesn't help us much here either. I think against range units we're a lot weaker. Okay, so we've lost most of our hunters. We do get Rupture, which is very good. Let's go for the block. Okay, so these guys are not free to attack this round. I think we'll just go forward in that case. Oh, crap. Okay, that was meant to be on the archers. I've just attacked my own units. That was way too easy to do. Okay, we have a chance of getting a kill here, which we do. Let's go to the high ground just for protection. Then we go forward with these. Bay Queens. Finish off our hunters. Ethra should be able to shoot again. Okay, we lose our Riders of the Swamp. Taking some pretty heavy damage. Let's go for these again. These guys are free to attack. Okay, so options, not too many. Let's go for these. Okay, 1 to 2 kills. Let's go for it. Do finish them off. Next round begins. These guys have to reload. Can't reach them with these. So, spell options, Entangle to hold them in place. Could be useful later. Rest of this stuff, not so useful now. Perhaps Mist. Thing is, they get to move first, so we want to insect swarm them. Okay, so they lose their initiative. We can go for this attack, or we can get closer. I'd be tempted to get right up against them. Just because I'd favour us in melee. But let's just weaken them instead. Okay, next round begins. So we have Arcane Storm. 42 damage to any troop within the target hexagon, or surrounding hexes up to a distance of 2. So we would damage our guards if we went for it. I do want to see what it does. It's pretty good. Like, pure Arcana does still have good damaging spells available to it. I think maybe what I should have done with the Ethra, just go forward. Go for Ethereal Scales. In the absence of that... Can I just do this? Yes, I can. Okay, that's just as good. Okay, so we force them to pretty much attack us. We can weaken them. We could go for Psychic Spear too. We could drop their initiative even more. I think we will. So I've been ignoring Dimension Door, but that kind of solves one of the issues I mentioned, which is lack of Quicken. Maybe I've been unfair to Rana's Essence options. Okay, so they blind these once again. Just gonna keep weakening them. Okay, so we do finish them off. So he chose to go for that attack. And he wasn't really that close to finishing us. I'm not sure who their best wielder is. Don't think there's a Thieves Guild or anything like that in the game yet. Okay, no great artifacts. Red has reappeared, but surely doesn't have enough to take the town. So exchanges, 3 exchanges completed. Dalmog claimed our watermill, which is just there. Dalmog's very weak. We're 1 turn away from getting our 2 best wielders back. Let's go and claim this. Each level 3. Go for command. Still all seems fairly quiet. I think we do need to send someone to attack red, because red is clearly producing a lot of wielders. This is an easy fight, let's go for it. Just do quick battle. Okay, we reached level 6. Essence Burst. Just gonna go for some spicy picks with this guy, just because I can. Okay, level 7 on this guy, let's go for Woodcutter. Nice passive ability. Uh, 10 Shamans, I have to pick that. Can't say no to that. Okay, still more we can pick up. Lots of free resources, let's go for the Glimmerweave of course. Okay, let's see what this thing does. +8 defense, that's pretty disappointing. This does stop us from seeing as far, so we will swap them around. Okay, so we're gonna have to take fights to go any further with our scouts. But yeah, I think that's fine. We're gonna send this guy out. He should be pretty safe. Go to the Cozy Tavern. And I guess we just go west. That town should be fairly safe for now. So let's end the turn. So, no sign of movement from blue, and red just stuck on the outskirts, can't really do too much to us. We're about to get their town, so we can just come out and attack. Unless the game's frozen. Okay, the game has indeed frozen, that's such a bummer. I really hope the auto-resolve isn't going to be too punishing. No, it just took a really long time. I thought the game had frozen. Okay, that's a relief. I'm going to save it just to be completely safe. Okay, so game's been saved. Very easy fight up to the north. Lots of pretty good buildings available to us. Lots of shaman production. So if we were to draft troops... yeah, some pretty good things there. I do want to go for a spawning pool, but let's just focus on clearing this guy out first. We're just going to go for quick battle. No losses. Take our Ancient Amber back. Okay, we should actually have this Wielder back. So we're going to send her to the west. And this guy goes north. Just going to try and hunt down their final towns. So this guy's leveled up. Not sure how that happened. We'll go for creation. I guess he moved. He must have visited the thing. Okay, so back to Sla-Kin. He is now free to move. So I think here we do want to get stronger. We don't need diggers and gatherers. Let's get rid of this. And let's go for spawning pool. So in this town we can recruit a few more things. We can upgrade things too. Oh wow, okay. So no need to play the campaign, still learning things. You can upgrade Ethra to dragons. Let's do it, let's get our first dragons. And then if we go into this, so you can literally just go 7 Ethra into 7 dragons. That seems insanely powerful. Okay, that's great. Let's get rid of one more of these. Okay, now I understand how people end up with big stacks of dragons. So we've got 9 dragons. I think we just go very aggressive to the south. Because this guy, pretty much unkillable. So there's an Ancient Amber Excavation just there. Alright, so we probably need to strengthen at least one of these two. Let's send this guy up to there. Rask is pretty strong. We'll pick up some units for Rask. So Rask could actually get some dragons too. So we're out of Ancient Amber, but we've got so many exchanges. We should just be able to buy some. And let's sell some of this. And I wonder... how much would it be? No, we're way off. Okay, I'm gonna get Rask to be as strong as possible too. I think if we just give everyone a few dragons, we're gonna be in a good place. So we need a free troop slot, let's go into defense. Merge these two together. Let's leave one dragon to guard the town. Okay, we just need some more ancient amber. Buy some more. It's actually pretty cheap. Okay, so we upgrade these, bring these two together, then go into defense. So choice between an extra dragon or 24 sages. We're gonna take the sages. And now Rask is really strong too. Rask is gonna hang around, just in case blue has more. There we go. Nor's back, but he's pretty weak. So this is gonna be our first use of dragons. Footmen and horned ones. Could just hang back, but very tempted to just go straight in with the dragons. So dragons, I think, can go for a breath attack. Same as Heroes 3. +1 reach. Flame attacks. Yeah. Let's try this. Actually, let's wait first. Okay, so they can actually reach us, so we just kill them off like that. That's complete overkill. We don't really care what we do with these. Just go for this attack. So this might not kill. Doesn't quite kill. But they can't retaliate. And we finish them off like that. So the thing is, Elder Dragons make normal dragons look fairly weak. So we could get a lot better. We're gonna go for command. And we're gonna push up in this direction. See what we can claim. Okay, back to this guy. Let's go and pick up the stone. Is this fight easy enough? Yes, let's just quick battle this. That's fine. I mean, it's going to make me a lot more protective of Ethra in my future playthroughs, because good to know they can turn into dragons. We're going to go back to this because I'm getting pretty confident, and that's easily affordable. So we upgrade this again. We now have the tier 3 Smouldering Cave, which has given us access to Elder Dragons. So we just need to go for the spawning pool in this town, and I think we want something similar in this town as well. We just get rid of something. We don't need gatherers. Go for a spawning pool. So we just need some Glimmerweave, that's fine. Go to the research. 5,000 gold for an extra +1, let's just do it. Not really a good trade, but never mind. Then back to this. Spawning pool. Now needs celestial ore. Okay, didn't see that. Same thing again. Back over to this. Spawning pool, construct. Okay, so not too much for this guy to do, let's bring him back. Let's end the turn there. So yeah, they still have their little outposts. We can see Cecilia Stoutheart is just there. This is Sla-Kin, so nothing can really stand up to us. They got a lot of Queen's Guards, they got Fey Rages. This should in theory be quite a tough fight, but because of our dragons, we're just going to go straight through them. Okay, let's see. So we are able to go forward pretty easily. Nothing can reach us. Let's destroy Essence on these. Because they do generate, I think it's 3 chaos per turn. So these guys go defensive, then these wait. These come forward, they can't reach us, no one can reach us. So AI doesn't appear to Doesn't appear to understand the dangers of gathering up like that. So we can just burn straight through both. Okay, so they're still affected by zone of control. I mean, that's not too surprising. I did say to someone in the comments section recently that the flying ability, of course, doesn't exist in this game, but I think it might be coming. And I think when it does, it might replace the weight ability for units like this. But we'll see. There we go. So yep, as expected, dragons make that extremely easy. We reach level 15. We'll go for Find the Meteors. Don't mind those kind of passive abilities. We'll take their town. It is defended. There are several Queen's Guards, which should be a threat in theory, but dragons can of course just rush them down. Only thing with dragons that I guess you have to look out for is... oh no, the Queen's Guards, of course, not fake queens. Actually kind of slow too. Not that slow, but can't go the whole way across the field. Only thing you have to look out for with dragons is range units. You do of course have the option of attacking from 2 tiles away, so you have to be a bit careful to make sure you do fully block range units if you go for those. Which you can do by placing yourself actually next to the stack you attack. There you go. Okay, let's just raise this one. And guessing there's no one to our west, so let's keep exploring. Let's go back to Cheekham so we can see Leah Ardashir. She's an easy fight. So Dries and Tinkerers, we're going to quick battle this. Okay, so some kind of painful losses there, but I guess she did a fair amount. We're going to go for scouting again. So we can see there is a town just there, let's go for it. Guided by just some Dreiths. No losses. Let's raise it. Okay, so there can't be too much left now. Gonna keep looking. Got Rask. So Rask has reached another town. Go to the shrine. Doesn't actually do anything for us. So there's a few footmen in there, but nothing else. Dragon's very much overkill for this. Okay, so we've finished off blue. So it's actually red. Red outlives blue. Not something I would have expected at the start of this episode. Keep hunting them down. They might be to the southwest, in which case we don't have the right units for this. No, that's unclaimed. It is open though, but they never claimed it. Okay, let's get back. So most of these wielders not really needed at this point. Need to hunt down that final couple of towns, or might just be one final town. So we don't know what's in the very center of the map, but I'm guessing final town is going to be just to the south. Let's just end the turn. Red does reappear with another wielder. Just the one by the looks of it, and that is in range of Cheekham. Couple of musketeers, nothing else. Yeah, she can't build up her forces. So really just a nuisance, nothing else. Okay, back to Sla-Kin. Need to be a bit careful not to overspend our movement points. This is a barrier biome. There we go, that's going to be the end there. Don't think they have much else. Can't get any closer. Another wielder appears. Tries to walk past us, not strong enough to take us on. Don't think they know to avoid us yet. Then again, maybe they don't know we're here. Guess we are in their fog of war. Okay. So another round ends. We've raised a couple of settlements. Let's take this. No one inside. And it's going to fall to Cheekham to finish them off. Going to go for a manual battle just because it is the final battle, but of course, very straightforward. There we go. Alright, so that's Xavier's Silksball defeated, and that is the final of the opponents. So that is the map Four Corners now completed. As you can probably tell, I'm still very much learning the game. But Rana is a fun faction. Access to dragons at the end. I'm glad we got to them. We didn't get to Elder Dragons, but still. If you're interested in seeing more Songs of Conquest, do subscribe to the channel. I am planning to do probably Barrier next. I have already done a playthrough as Arleon, which was the map Dwellings of Grimkeep. I will leave a link to that in the description if you want to give that a watch. But yeah, if you're interested in catching more Songs of Conquest or strategy games in general, do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.